Welcome back to another video. We're back in Gran Turismo, and today we're going to be doing the Circuit of Barcelona. It's a daily race in Gran Turismo, but I'm also doing it because this is the last year that they're racing at Barcelona in Formula 1, as next year they're moving to Madrid on a hybrid track. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to subscribe and like and turn on post notifications, and let's get into it. Alright, so today we're going to be using the Ford GT and the Porsche. We're going to start off with the Ford GT and then move to the Porsche. Honestly, the first race, it was just bad luck. I had a huge penalty for no reason. So, yeah. Alright, so for the first race, I started in 8th. Not a really good position, but yeah, I really didn't have too many practice laps. Especially with this is a new car, so like the first race I used this car. And it's a new track. I never raced on this track in Gran Turismo, only in F1. But yeah, I wasn't really able to put in some good qualifying times. But 8th is not bad. It's right in the middle. Alright, so I do like this track quite a bit. It's a pretty fast track, not too many. Very long straight right here, and there's some good straights on the back. But right into this turn, I come in, I got a good slipstream from the guy in front of me, so I was able just to dive bomb. And luckily, some people went off track here. You know, I was able to keep it a clean line. And I was able to avoid a lot of people going off track and trying to come back onto track. And I honestly had a really good start. I gained 4 positions into the third turn. Unfortunately, I did get a 5-second penalty for, you guys will see later, for some dumb reason. Actually, it probably wasn't dumb, it was probably my fault. But here it's just pretty much flat out almost. And then coming into this first turn, this is a fully all the way down into first gear. Like I said, it's a pretty fast track. When you do have to slow down, you have to slow down quite a bit. But it was a pretty, I felt like it was a good race at the beginning. I gained a good gap from the people behind. And the guy in front of me had a 0.5 second penalty. So I knew I was going to gain a position, and then I just passed this guy right here. So I was excited. I thought it was going to be a really good race, but unfortunately, it was not, as you guys will see later. Yeah, right here, so I went way too deep and way off track. Just a lot of places people messed up, but it just opened the door right up for the guy in 4th. Luckily, I didn't lose too much time. Now, this is honestly such a bad situation. Coming down into the long straight, I already see that the Lambo's right behind me. I didn't even notice there's another guy literally on his tail. So I put myself in the middle of the track, try to take up the most space, and then I kind of get to the outside. But then I know I just left it open, so he dive bombs up the inside, and then this other Lamborghini just comes up on the inside, pushes me, and I'm literally just sandwiched in between them, so I let them both through. But luckily, the green one kind of pushes the other one in their 5. And this is where I received a 5-second penalty. I don't even know, a 0.5 of a second penalty. I don't know for what I did, but it was just such a dumb penalty. I don't know how I got a penalty when I was the one that stayed. And then I just get hit into a wall. This is what really ruined my race. I was a little confused. But I don't even know, bro. Gran Turismo, they just, people just do whatever they want. I almost quit the game, but I decided to continue. And then I went off track again. I was not freaking having it. So I had a 0.5 of a second penalty for doing nothing, and then this guy pits me, and he doesn't even get a penalty. Gran Turismo was just a broken game. But yeah, so I just continued racing, and yeah, you guys are see. So with there only being 3 more laps left after the whole commotion of being sent into a wall, there really wasn't much I could do. And luckily this guy, he went too deep, so I was able to pass him. But yeah, there just wasn't much I could do during this race. And it was my fault because after he sent me flying to a freaking wall and I received the penalty, but I could have still definitely recovered. But me trying to quit the game definitely cost me 3 positions, even though I probably would have lost the position because I had not served the penalty yet. But it was just a terrible race, honestly. But luckily, I do it again in the Porsche. But I do like the Ford GT. Honestly, I used to hate on American cars, and I never really liked to race them. But definitely the Ford GT is a car that it's really good handling, and I feel like it has a lot of speed. Yeah. All right, so I ended up finishing this race in 8th position, but unfortunately, you can't do some things in some races. I mean, you can even look at the bottom of my screen. The guy literally destroyed my car running into me, but he didn't receive any penalties. So yeah, I ended up finishing 8th. But yeah. All right, so for the second race, starting 7th in the Porsche GT3, of course with the Red Bull livery. It was a much better race. Honestly, I keep starting these races. I did this race 4 times, but I did rage quit like twice because I literally start the races so good. I start off like mid grid, and I literally on turn 1 I'm able to get up to top 4. But people literally like they just drive however they want to. They just send it right into people, and I kept getting hits and pitted into walls. So yeah, I just kept quitting. And then one time I received a 5-second penalty for nothing. You can't recover from 5-second penalties, crazy. And in Gran Turismo, you have to serve the penalty during the race. It's so dumb. So yeah, so I just decided I did have a good start. Not the best race. I did want better, but yeah. Alright, so right off the bat, I didn't have the best start. I didn't really get to pass anyone off turn 1. But these three were just fighting and hitting each other, so I was able to pass them. A little bumps, I'm not gonna lie. And this is, okay, so I filmed these voiceovers like later. So this is the race I received a 5-second penalty. So I guess I just continued, but okay, I kind of did deserve a 5-second penalty for that. I gave the Porsche a little bit too much of a love tap. But yeah, so I just received a 5-second penalty. And it's gonna be really hard to recover from 5-second penalties. It's crazy, but yeah. I mean, it was a pretty. I don't know why I received the penalty. Everybody was hitting each other, but the other guy did receive a 5.5 per second penalty too. But this Porsche just hit like 3 people. He still didn't get anything. But yeah, the whole time during this race, I think I was doing pretty good racing. I think my lines were pretty good. But yeah. So after I served the penalty, I ended up losing like 5 positions. So my new strategy was just try to get back up as high as I can. So I started in 7th, now I'm back in 8th. So I really just net lost 1 position. So now it's like I'm restarting. So my main goal was just to gain position. People in this race, they're really bad. They're not really good clean races. So like that guy, he just went right off track. So I was able to pass him pretty easily. That's just how a lot of the Gran Turismo is. Yeah. But I guess if I race more and I do better, like I don't know if it's like how like if you like you're a cleaner racer you get better sessions, but yeah, my sessions are full with people who just like to crash into each other. But this turn right here I really do like it because if you get a slipstream on someone, you really just slingshot right down them inside. And I was just able to pass both of them pretty cleanly, except for that little tap right there. But that's okay. But yeah, and then this guy just pushes me like super wide. But yeah, I like that. The first turn's a really good turn to dive bomb people on. And then this turn right here, it's almost flat out. Once you get to a point, you kind of just coast through a little bit. It's almost flat out. And then coming up to this turn, brake and going down into 2nd. But yeah, I really do like this track. I never really raced on it before. I think I've probably raced in Formula 1, but it's so different racing in Formula 1. The game Formula 1 and racing Gran Turismo, it's so different. Like, go play Formula 1 and then come back to Gran Turismo. It's so much different. It's crazy. But yeah. Alright, so I was able to catch up to the guy in 4th. He had a 5-10 second penalty anyways, but I was able to catch up to him. Don't be this guy. I mean, this is the dumbest stuff I've ever seen. Like, just learn how to defend. I'm a good gap away, but, slipstream, I'm going to be able to catch him. But he automatically just starts swerving the entire track. Like, I don't know what he's doing. Like, he should have just went up the inside. But yeah, so I guess I don't know if he's trying to avoid me getting a slipstream, but him doing all that swerving is costing him speed. But he does get the back up the inside. But yeah, and he also has a 5-10 second penalty. He should just try to go as far away as he can. He shouldn't be trying to defend so hard, as he's gonna lose that position no matter what. But yeah, I don't know what he was doing, and then I don't know why he's still defending so hard, and I'm not even near him, causing him to go super wide. So yeah, so I passed the guy once he has a service penalty, but he's right back on me. So I just went way too wide here, that he ends up getting the pass. But yeah, again, back on the straight. I don't remember honestly. This is our final lap, so then he starts doing the swerve thing again. I don't know if he doesn't look behind him, but I'm not even near him enough. I don't know. I guess he's trying to avoid me getting a slipstream, maybe. But him doing all that, I give him a little tap on accident. Luckily I didn't get a penalty. I'm really just trying to ride the curve. He goes a little too wide here. I'm carrying much more speed, but I forget to shift here. If you guys watch my other videos, you know shifting. My biggest problem has cost me a lot of time. But then here, I just come in. Pretty good line, honestly. Could have kept it a little tighter. But he went a little bit more wide than me. Again, I feel like I'm just keeping a tighter line, but I'm not carrying enough speed. Alright, so here he messes up when I'm able to get the pass. He just missed his break point, went too wide. And I was just able to pass him pretty easily up the inside. It's the final lap already. It's really hard for him to make a comeback. Once I pass him, it's just a few more turns before the end. I thought he was going to catch up, but then he had a 5-second penalty anyways. I don't know what, not 5 seconds, 5/10 of a second penalty. I don't know what it was for. I guess for leaving track probably. But then he goes really deep again, and then goes off track. So yeah, even if he would have passed, he had a 5-10 second of a penalty on the last lap, so he would have had to serve it after the race. So I would have gotten fourth anyways. Not my best finish. I did want podium, but it was already late. And then the next day, when I went to go do the race again, it was gone already because it was a daily race. But yeah, fourth. It's not a bad finish. Could have done better, but it was definitely a tough race after serving a 5-second penalty and going off track. I could have definitely done better. But yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Fourth place, the best finish for today. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to follow and subscribe. If you're not already following me on Instagram, my Instagram will be down in the description. I'm going to try to post daily, like I said, but I just kind of fell off of posting daily. But yeah, I did enjoy today's video. It was a good track. I really did like Barcelona. It's a shame that it's not going to be here next year, but excited to see what the track for Madrid is going to be like. It's supposed to be a hybrid track. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.
If the world was ending, would you cry or would you try to get